Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Find nth derivative of following function. So we are already dealing with the successive differentiation. So in that we have solved some problems on the nth derivative of the logarithmic function. So here we have the function of the form 1 divided by ax plus b, but they are not in that form. We have to reduce these functions into 1 divided by ax plus b form by resolving these functions into partial fraction method. Okay, so here we have to resolve these function to partial fraction method. So here we use two different type of partial fraction functions, one for the non-repeated factors and other for the repeated factors. You can observe that here this x minus 1 is repeated twice. So here we use two method, one is for the non-repeated factors and another for the repeated fractions. So let us see what is the how we reduce these functions into partial fractions. Already we are familiar with the partial fractions. Okay, so let us recall those. First one, by these examples only. First one, 1 divided by, so here the question is find the nth derivative. Okay, question is 1 divided by x plus 2 x minus 1. So this can be resolved into partial fraction as a divided by first factor plus b divided by second factor. Here a and b are the constant. We have to find that constant by this following method. Okay, so solution, resolving into partial fractions, we get 1 divided by x plus 2 into x minus 1 can be written as a divided by first factor plus b divided by second factor. Now it is in the form of 1 divided by ax plus b, 1 divided by ax plus b form. So here instead, so this a and b are the constant. Now we have to find this a and b values by this method. That means, so first we have to we have to multiply this whole equation by whatever in the denominator this term. So here denominator, so LHS side denominator is x plus 2 into x minus 1. Therefore we have to multiply this whole equation by x plus 2 and x minus 2. So multiplying x plus 2 and x minus 2, this equation, above equation, we get 1 equals to a into 1, multiplying this term x plus 2 get cancels, we get x minus 1 plus b into x plus 2. Okay, consider this, if you consider this equation 1, then consider this as equation 2. Next we can get the value of a or value of b by making any one the constant equals to 0. That means by substituting x values we can make any one these constant equals to 0 and we can get the other constant values. So that means first I make this bracket or a value equals to 0. If I make this bracket equals to 0, then we can get b value. If I make b value equals to 0, we can get a value. So in order to make this bracket 0, we can substitute x value as, so we want to make this x minus 1 this bracket equals to 0. For that we have to substitute, if I send this 1 this side, we can substitute x equals to 1. That means on putting x equals to plus 1, this becomes 0. That means 1 equals to a into 0 plus b equals to, here we get 1 plus 2 equals to 3. So thus b is equals to 1 divided by 3. Okay, so similarly again by putting, so then now we make this bracket 0. For this we have to substitute x equals to minus 2, then plus 2 minus 2 get cancelled, or you can use this method, x plus 2 equals to 0, x can be equals to minus 2. So if I substitute x equals to minus 2, then we get, so in 1 in 2 we get 1 a into minus 2 minus 1 plus b into 0. Therefore, here we get minus 3. A of minus 3 equals to 1, or a value equals to minus 1 by 3. So now we got a and value. So if you substitute a and b value in this equation 1, you will get so substituting in equation 1, given becomes 1 divided by x plus 2 into x minus 1 is equals to a value we have 1 by 3, therefore it is minus 1 divided by 3 x plus 2, and b value is equals to plus 1 by 3, therefore it is 3 into x minus 1. Now here we can apply the nth derivative. So applying nth derivative, so therefore nth derivative of the given function is equals to 1 by 3 is constant, minus 1 by 3 we can take outside, or in the both term we can consider 1 by 3. Okay, so on taking 1 by 3 constant, here we get dn of this, so 1 divided by x plus 2. Okay, so yeah, I have taken minus, and here we get, or simply we write this dn for this first one plus 1 by 3 dn of 1 divided by, that is nth derivative of x 1 divided by x minus 1. Now we can use the nth derivative of ax plus b form. Okay, sorry, nth derivative of 1 divided by ax plus b form. Here a means constant, which is equals to 1, and b value equals to 2. So using nth derivative of 1 divided by ax plus b form, we have minus 1 raised to n factorial a raised to n divided by ax plus b raised to n plus 1. So therefore this becomes so in these two terms we can take 1 by 3 common. Okay, so here minus dn of this one, that is nth derivative of this one, is minus 1 raised to n factorial. Here a value is equals to 1, therefore we write x plus 2 divided by n plus 1, plus for this one minus 1 raised to n factorial, again n value, a value equals to 1, therefore 1 raised to n equals to 1 only, divided by x minus 1 raised to n plus 1. Further simplifying, here we can take minus 1 raised to n factorial common, then we get, so divided by 3 we get, first we write this term 1 divided by x minus 1 raised to n plus 1 minus 1 divided by x plus 2 raised to n plus 1. So this is the required answer. So like this you can first resolve into partial fraction, then apply the formula, you will get the required answer. Okay, similarly we solve the second problem. Second one, 1 divided by 6x square minus 5x plus 1. Okay, solution, let y equals to 1 divided by 6x square 5x minus 5x plus 1. So here it can be factorized as, so 6 into 1 6 can be factorized as 3 into 2, so sign is minus 3 and minus 2, we get minus 5. So therefore denominator can be factorized as 6 into 2, so 6x square minus 3x minus 2x plus 1. Okay, so therefore it can be written as 1 divided by, on taking 3x common from this one we get 3x, here we get 2x minus 1, so this we take simply 1 common from this one, sorry, minus 1 common from this one, we get 2x minus 1. So therefore it is equals to 1 divided by 3x minus 1 bracket 2x minus 1. Now we resolve this into partial fraction. So here we get y equals to 1 divided by 3x minus 1, 2x minus 1. Now resolving into partial fraction. So here also we use the same as you done in the first problem, because both are different factors. Okay, if they are repeated, then we use the different method, second type of the partial fraction. So here we use the first type only. So therefore this y can be written as, y means this one, 1 divided by 3x minus 1 into 2x minus 1 can be written as a divided by 3x minus 1 plus b divided by 2x minus 1. Consider this as equation 1. So here denominator is this one, 3x minus 1 into 2x minus 1. So on multiplying this term, so above equation we get y, so directly we write this 1 equals to a into 2x minus 1 plus b into 3x minus 1. Okay, now we make this bracket 0. For that we have to substitute x value. So that is, we want to make this 2x minus 1 equals to 0. For this we substitute x equals to 1 by 2. If I substitute x equals to 1 by 2, then this bracket becomes 0. So that is substituting x equals to 1 by 2 in, so consider this as equation 2. In equation 2 we get 1 equals to, so a into 0. Here this second bracket becomes, multiplying this x, that is substituting x equals to 1 by 2, we get 3 by 2 minus 1. So therefore 1 equals to b into, so on taking 2 common we get, sorry, 2 LCM we get 3 minus 2, that is we get, so 3 minus 2 we get 1 divided by 2. Thus b is equals to, we get 2. Next again putting x equals to, so see here, now we want to make this bracket 0. For that 3x minus 1 equals to 0. So we get x equals to 1 divided by 3. So that means x, substituting x equals to 1 by 3 in equation 2, we get 1 equals to a into 2 by 3 minus 1 plus b into 0. Further simplifying we get 1 equals to a into 2 by 3. On taking 3 LCM we get 2 minus 3 divided by 3. 2 minus 3 equals to minus 1 divided by 3. Thus we get a value equals to minus 3. Therefore on substituting a and b value into equation 1 becomes, that is y equals to, a value is minus 3 divided by 3x minus 1 plus b value 2 divided by 2x minus 1. Now applying nth derivative we get yn equals to minus 3 can be taken outside because it is constant. Okay, and nth derivative for 1 divided by 3x minus 1 plus, again sorry, here we can take 2 outside because it is constant, nth derivative of 1 divided by 2x minus 1. Here we apply the formula for nth derivative of 1 divided by ax plus b. So applying formula we get yn equals to minus 3, nth derivative of 1 divided by 3x minus 1 is minus 1 factorial, minus 1 raised to n into n factorial divided by a raised to n. Here a value is 3, therefore 3 raised to n divided by 3x minus 1 power n plus 1 plus 2 into nth derivative of this 1 divided by 2x minus 1 is minus 1 raised to n factorial. Here a value is 2, therefore 2 raised to n divided by 2x minus 1 raised to n plus 1. So, or this can be further written as, here we can take minus 1 raised to n factorial common, we get minus 3 into minus 3 raised to 3n divided by 3x minus 1 raised to n plus 1 plus 2 into 2 raised to n divided by 2x minus 1 raised to n plus 1. So here we can add the 3 powers and 2 powers because bases are same, we can add the powers. So therefore minus 1 raised to n factorial, this can be further written as 2 power n plus 1 divided by 2x minus 1 raised to n plus 1 minus 3 power n plus 1 divided by 3x minus 1 raised to n plus 1. Okay, this is the final answer. Okay, problem, x square divided by x minus 1 whole square into x minus 2. So here you can observe the denominator have repeated factors, that means x minus 1 is repeated twice, its power is 2. For this type of problems we can resolve the partial fraction by using type 2. So that means here this can be written as, that means by resolving partial fraction we get, so see here this can be written as x square divided by, this can be written as a divided by, first write this repeated factor once, that is x minus 1, plus b divided by, again write these factors with the power 2. If it has power 3 then we write a divided by power 1, b divided by x minus 1 power 2 plus c divided by x minus 1 power 3, like this. Next c divided by this next factor, it is x minus 2, like this. For repeated factors we apply this method. Okay, now again we can get a and b and c values by the same method, that is multiplying above equation 1 by x minus 1 whole square into x minus 2, we get x square a into, here one term x minus 1 get cancels, we get x minus 1 into x minus 2 plus b into, we get x minus 2 plus c into x minus 1 whole square. Consider this as equation 2. Next we put x equals to plus 1 in above equation, we get x square. On substituting x equals to plus 1, this becomes 0, a into 0 plus b into plus 1 minus 2 plus c into 0. Therefore x square equals to, we get minus 1 into, here minus x square means it is 1 square, so we get 1 equals to minus 1 into b, so that means b value equals to minus 1. Similarly again we put x equals to plus 2 in equation 2, we get 2 square 4 a into 0 plus b into 0 plus c into 2 minus 1 whole square, so that is 4 equals to, say 2 minus 1 is 1, 1 square is equal, so here we have 2 minus 1, 2 minus 1 is 1, 1 square is 1 only, so therefore C into 1, so we get C equals to 4. To get third constant, that is to get a value, we put x equals to 0. For all the cases of repeated roots, you have to put, to get the third constant, you should put x equals to 0, then you will get easily, or you can get this value by equating various powers, coefficient of various powers of x also. We use this method. So on substituting x equals to 0 in the equation 2, so that is equation 2, x equals to 0, we get 0, a into minus 1 minus 2 plus b into minus 2 plus c into minus 1 whole square. Further simplifying, we get a into minus plus 2 plus minus 2b, so b value is equals to, we got minus 1, so minus 1 minus 2 plus c value is equals to 4, minus 1 square is equals to 1. So further simplifying, we get a value, that is 0, so you can take this a as it is, 2a equals to, send this to this side, we will get 2 into 1 equals to minus 1 into minus 2 equals to plus 2, so sending this side we get minus 2, this is 4, on sending this side we get minus 4, so that is 2a equals to minus 6, or a equals to minus 6 divided by 2, which is equals to minus 3. Thus we get a value equals to minus 3. Okay, so now substituting a, b, c value into equation 1, we get, so on substituting equation 1 we get this one, so that is the given equation, the given function is equals to minus 3 divided by x minus 1 minus 1 divided by x minus 1 whole square plus 4 divided by x minus 2. Okay, so now applying nth derivative, therefore nth derivative of yn equals to minus 3, nth derivative of 1 by x minus 1 minus nth derivative of 1 divided by x minus 1 whole square plus 4 into nth derivative of 1 divided by x minus 2. So applying the formula, we get minus 3 minus 1 raised to n factorial, here a value equals to 1, therefore it is 1 raised to n is equals to 1 only, x minus 1 power n plus 1 minus, here we apply the nth derivative of 1 divided by ax plus b, that is ax plus b power m. Okay, so applying that formula, so that is we have that formula, that is nth derivative of 1 divided by ax plus b raised to m is equals to minus 1 raised to n, m plus n minus 1 factorial divided by m minus 1 factorial into 1 divided by ax plus b m plus n, so into a raised to n. Okay, so applying this formula, here m is equals to 2, so therefore it is minus 1 raised to n, 2 plus n minus 1 factorial divided by x minus, m minus 1 factorial, that is 2 minus 1 factorial into ax plus b raised to m plus n, that is x minus 1 power 2 plus n, here a value is equals to 1 only, plus 4 into minus 1 raised to n into n factorial divided by x minus 2 raised to n plus 1. Further simplifying this one, we get, so here minus 3 into minus 1 raised to n factorial, denominator x minus 1 raised to n plus 1 minus 1 raised to n, so 2 minus 1 is equals to 1, so therefore we get n plus 1 factorial divided by 2 minus 1 is 1 factorial is equals to 1, x minus 1 raised to 2 plus n, or it is n plus 2 plus 4 into minus 1 raised to n factorial divided by x minus 2 raised to n plus 1 as it is. So if you want to simplify further, here you can take minus 1 raised to n factorial common from these two terms, then you will get 1 divided by x minus 2 power n plus 1 minus 3 divided by x minus 1 raised to n plus 1 plus minus this you can keep as it is, n plus 1 factorial divided by x minus 1 power n plus 2. This is the final answer. Try this problem by yourself. Here you will get a value equals to 4 by 3 and b value equals to minus 1 by 3. And further simplify this one, you will get the nth derivative.